Howdy, 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 and welcome to episode number 5 of Dallas Area Open Mics Buzzcast, your guided tour to the open mics in and around Dallas, Texas. Where are we going today, Monk?
This episode of the Dallas Area Open Mics Buzzcast features the open mic at the Lone Star Roadhouse. The Lone Star is located on the northwest corner of Northwest Highway and Jupiter Road next to the Lowe's and Chubby's. The Lone Star Roadhouse has a full bar and kitchen, as well as a great stage and dance floor. Open mic is every Tuesday night at 8. That's the Lone Star Roadhouse at 11277 East Northwest Highway, Suite 124.
We're here today with the host of the open mic at Lone Star Roadhouse, Linda Stone. Hi, Linda. Glad to have you with us.
Thank you. Very excited to be here.
Cool. This is your second open mic to host in the area, or have you hosted others even before that?
Actually, this is, I believe, my 4th open mic.
Why don't you tell us kind of where Lone Star Roadhouse is and what you all got cooking over there?
Lone Star Roadhouse is on the corner of Jupiter, Northwest Highway. It's in a little shopping center. We host every Tuesday night, 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock. My husband runs all the sound. Open mic folks can sign up as soon as they get there. We start right at 8 o'clock. I usually start off with a couple songs, and I try to get everybody up there playing at least 3 songs. And if we have time at the end of the night, it rotates around for who's ever left.
We're going to hear one of your songs called His One Mistake. You want to tell us a little bit about the background of that song?
Well, I'm a fan of old country western movies, and if y'all remember Gunsmoke, I picked that song from the old saloon days with the saloon girls up in the balconies, and the cowboys would come in and go out on the trail ride, and that's how I came up with that song.
Here's His One Mistake by Linda Stone.
He rode in one stormy night. His horse was broke down from that ride. Said he traveled all night long. Said his cowgirl done him wrong. That cattle drives his way of life, and he wanted her to become his wife. This time he stayed away too long, and he couldn't handle being gone. Never thought she wouldn't wait, was loving her his one mistake. Yes, it was. And the cowboy drifts away. Walked into the old saloon, ordered whiskey straight, had quite a few. Said he needed time to think, thought he'd do it with a drink. Went to pay his tab, he could barely see. Bartender said, no, this one's on me. If it wasn't for cowboys like you, my bar be closed and I'd be through. Never thought she wouldn't wait, was loving her his one mistake. Yes, it was. And the cowboy drifts away. Pointed up to a room on that 2nd floor, asked if his cowgirl's behind that door. Bartender nodded once and twice, knew tonight someone might lose their life. That cowboy started up those stairs to a cowgirl that didn't care. Then he slowly turned around and walked back down, rode out of town. Never thought she wouldn't wait, was loving her his one mistake. Yes, it was. And the cowboy drifts away. He never thought she wouldn't wait. Was loving her his one mistake? It was. And the cowboy rides away. Yes, it was. And that cowboy rides away.
About how long you've been writing songs, and how did you get into it? What prompted you to start writing?
I started writing songs just recently, actually. I went to a singer-songwriter challenge, which forced me to write a song. But the very first song I ever wrote was way back in the 60s. And most of my songs are cover songs. I like doing cover songs because I like people to sing along, you know, something they're familiar with. But I'm just now really just starting to get into writing my own songs.
Tell us a little bit about It's All a Dream.
It's All a Dream. I wrote that on May 12, 1969 in San Francisco. And it was about the way the world was then, and strangely, it's the way the world is today. And the song has not really changed much since, 40 years ago.
Well, here's It's All a Dream with Linda Stone.
It's all a dream once you understand. 'Cause how could there be so much hate in our land? People walking around trying to get all they can, instead of lending a helping hand. To walk the streets late at night, just to look up at those stars that burn so bright. It makes me realize how lucky that I am to be happy and free in this old land. And to have a love you can call your own, just to be safe and secure in your own home, just to watch your children growing up free and wild. 'Cause you know that nature takes care of every child. So why can't people learn to love one another? The ministers tell us, don't ever hate your brother, and let's have peace together and not take command. And God will guide us by His loving hand. Yes, it's all a dream once you understand. 'Cause how could there be so much hate in our land? Yeah, people walking around and trying to get all they can, instead of just extending that helping hand. Yes, it's all a dream.
We asked Linda to bring a guest with her today, and she brought Steve Perry with her. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Steve, how he got your attention?
Well, Steve Perry's been coming to my open mics for the past year and a half. He's originally from Oklahoma, but he's been in Dallas most of his life. He's been playing guitar for over 40 years, but just recently, the last 5 years, he's been singing in front of folks and attending open mics. He's faithful. He comes almost every week, and I'm always amazed of what he comes up with. He's got some really great original songs. He's got a really unique voice, and there was no doubt in my mind when I was going to do this today who I wanted to bring, and that was Steve.
Well, here's Steve Perry with Guilty.
Left my baby, took the long way home. I never got there at all. Sweet temptation, some negotiation. I jumped, I did not fall. Sweet young thing, maybe half my age, maybe 5 feet tall. Took my hand, said, look like a man. Well, I jumped, I did not fall. I'm guilty. Yes, I'm guilty. Lord, I'm guilty. But I jumped, I did not fall. Baby, don't come around no more, or answer when I call. Found my ruin, knew what I was doing. I jumped, I did not fall. I ain't got time to be sad and blue, having myself a ball. I'm never home and I'm never alone. Well, I jumped, I did not fall. I'm guilty. Yes, I'm guilty. Lord, I'm guilty. Well, I jumped, I did not fall. Well, I'm guilty. Yes, I'm guilty. I'm so guilty. Well, I jumped, I did not fall.
This episode of the Buzzcast is brought to you by Poor David's Pub at 1313 South Lamar. Check them out at poordavidspub.com. And McCourt Entertainment for all your mobile, audio, video, and live streaming needs at mccourtentertainment.net.
Well, that was Guilty by Mr. Steve Perry. Steve, glad to have you on the Buzzcast.
Pleasure to be here.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you fell into this whole songwriting and performing milieu?
Well, the songwriting was easy. I've always had a knack for making a rhyme. Most of the stuff that I write tends to pop into my head mostly fully formed, which is one of the reasons why most of my songs are kind of short. But I started playing guitar. I got my first one for my 15th birthday. And for a while there, I thought, like most young guys, that I was going to be a rock star. But then, of course, I fell into easier money than that. And I spent 30 years behind a desk with guitar playing as just a hobby. Then the insurance industry kind of spat me out, and I found myself with a lot of time on my hands. And I have really been enjoying going out and playing for people.
What's the backstory on Guilty? Is it just a love song? Or?
Yeah, I think everybody's familiar with that feeling when you get dumped from a relationship that really had run its course anyhow.
Okay, the second song we're going to hear from you is called Galahad. Tell us a little bit about how it came to be.
There was a time I was spending a lot of time in bars and just watching people. And it was easy to see some of the people there that were, I won't say desperate to find somebody, but they were there for that reason and just failing. And it was usually not anything obviously wrong with anyone. And Galahad is just, my perception of maybe it's the perfect being the enemy of the good,
This is Galahad by Steve Perry.
There she sits just down the bar, waiting for Galahad to wander in, praying he won't see the scars, the souvenirs of her sins, the souvenirs of her sins. She's seen Galahad in a dream. She thinks she'll know him on sight. Things ain't as simple as they seem. He's sitting 2 stools to her right. He's sitting 2 stools to her right. Have to die to go to heaven. Ever since the angel fell, ask any sinner, they'll tell you that don't apply to hell. That don't apply to hell. Hate the sin, love the sinner. You have to learn to forgive. Galahad ain't no beginner. He knows some lives are hard to live. He knows some lives are hard to live. Have to die to go to heaven. Ever since the angel fell, ask any sinner, they'll tell you that don't apply to hell. That don't apply to hell. Come closing time, she'll look around her. She'll sigh, then she'll leave alone. The morning starlight will surround her. Galahad remains unknown. Galahad is still unknown. We have to die to go to heaven. Ever since the angel fell, ask any sinner, they'll tell you that don't apply to hell.
I hope you enjoyed episode number 5 of the Dallas Area Open Mics Buzzcast. We are recorded down here at Poor David's Pub, where I host the open mic on the 1st and 3rd Wednesdays of each month. If you haven't checked out our group on Facebook, we're over 950 members now. We have 114 open mics, open jams, and song circles within approximately an hour's drive of downtown Dallas. Be sure and check one of those out sometime soon. You might also notice on Facebook that there's Mr. Troll's Epic Open Mic Tour. I'm attempting to hit every single one of these open mics open jams, and song circles during the course of 2014. I've got 15 in as of February 5th, so we'll see how that goes. We're going to leave you with one more song from Steve Perry called Take My Life, and I hope you'll keep your eyes out for the next episode of Dallas Area Open Mics Buzzcast.
Getting to be too much. I just can't take no more. Live for tomorrow, but when morning comes, it's just like the day before. My baby's gone and she's left me. Said that I was no good. Said I'd die if I lost her love. She said she hoped that I would. Gonna take my life. I'm gonna take my life. Well, there ain't nothing new in what I'm gonna do. Gonna take my life. I'm gonna take my life. I'm gonna take my life. Going down, going down, down, down. I feel the earth move, but I hear no sound. 40 am tall, put me so far down. Getting darker, darker than the night. And there ain't no moon to give me light. Daylight fading, fading from my sight. Going down, going down. I'm hearing voices, but there's no one around. Tall, put me so far down, put me underground.
Open mic is like a box of chocolates.
You never know what you're going to get.